Welcome back to the GSL Code S. We're here in Group H. I think it's going to be a long day today. We already saw a crazy PBZ.
Yeah.
Absolutely beautiful endgame there.
Thing is, it's so hard to kill Leenock, and I think that's a big reason why it's going to be a long day, because Hero's so good that I feel like he's going to be killing Leenock, and then Leenock won't die, and then we're going to get epic games.
Yeah, I think so. Leenock and Hero here, these guys look so solid. Leenock,
dude, Innovation did too. He looked really good.
But here with Leenock against Hero, I mean, this is going to be a crazy match, because I do think Hero is in much better shape than Squirtle, despite Squirtle playing very, very well in that last game.
Indeed, this should be epic, man. Merry-Go-Round map number 1.
I do wonder if Leenock's going to be a bit fatigued after that last series. I mean, there was a game alone there that was an hour.
Yeah, well, the thing about Leenock is he's very young, and I think a lot of his games in practice probably go like that. I think he's kind of like Bjorn, where like he can just play long games all day.
That's actually a very good point.
Yeah, I don't think he's going to be too fatigued, so should be a good one. Merry-Go-Round can be a tough map. Take a third on 4 Protoss. We'll see how Hero deals with that.
Zerg should have a very easy way to expand towards the other starting location, the one that 2 players didn't start in.
Sure.
So that's something to keep in mind as well. It looks like the game has now loaded up. Again, the winner of this best of 3 will move on to the round of 16 here. And the longest standing StarCraft II show of all time, the GSL Code S. In the bottom center, we have our Zerg legend.
Yo Flash Wolves Leenock, 이동영.
His opponent, the new Protoss badass.
CJN2's hero, Kim Junho.
Excited, tasteless. It's going to be a good one.
Woo! Yeah! Wow! Zippity-bow!
Yep.
So, it looks like we're going to have both players just going for a quick expansion here.
12 gate.
Oh, excuse me. Excuse me.
Huh.
Well, it's also possible Hero is actually going to go for something that can punish his opponent early on. Going for the opposite of any kind of long game here.
And Leenock looks like he's going to double hatch before pool, isn't he? Is he?
There's a picture of Artosis at the bottom of the screen there.
The one with the sword.
Yep, he's the one with the sword. And that blonde chick next to him. It's me. Oh, it's the cacao faces.
Yeah. Cacao emoticons.
I do love that app.
It's a good one.
It's a great texting app. Yeah, the cybernetic score is being made, and 1 Zealot. What exactly does Hero have in store for us?
Well, this is a double hatch before pool. If Hero was to go for like a 4 gate, I think it would just kill him.
I think so.
Even a 3 gate. Don't really know what his plan is, but the fact that he went for a 12 gate does make me think that that's at least a possibility, although it's a build we like literally never see. I don't know.
Let's see. I'm really looking to see if he's going to get a pylon here.
Well, let's see where that chrono goes. Oh, we're going to see.
Or not. Well, he's going to see that the pool is just now starting. If he goes down just a little bit.
Yeah, I think he knows anyways.
Yeah.
Right. It looks like it's just an expand.
Okay.
Then. But it could be like one of these. No. Well, here's the thing. If he goes for like one of these 1 gate expands into 4 gate plays, that is literally what Leenock's teammate San is the best in the world at. He does it all the time. He's so good at it. I think that would be a gigantic mistake. But he might be doing it, man. There's no additional gas being taken, so...
It's starting to look like that, Artosis.
Gate.
We have another gate being made. Here comes the next one.
If it's just a 3 gate, I'm totally cool with that.
Yeah, that's fine, too.
But if it's a 4, it's a 4. I got some issues with the planning.
Mothership core coming up now. And there's a 4th gate. 4 gate.
Okay, so I mean, he'll probably do the one with a few stalkers in it. That one's become very popular lately. But just overall, like a 1-gate expand into a gateway push, this is exactly San's build. In fact, the 12-gate, the Zealot, before the Nexus and everything, that's all stuff he does. And San and Leenock are on the same team. They must practice a lot together.
Yeah. Oh, canceled. Oh my god, he just got the pylon up there and Zerg has none the wiser.
All right, a lot of Lings on the way. And yeah, you're right. He doesn't quite
Is that Stalker stuck? Is it?
Oh my god.
Oh, that's so bad, actually,
that
for a rush like this.
That's like the worst thing that could ever happen.
Oh my god. No.
Wow.
Well, this is like StarCraft II bloopers over here.
Yeah, watch this. You see how many Lings are here? LOL.
This is like right out of StarCraft II, America's Funniest Home Videos is what this is.
Yeah, well, this is like, again, about the worst choice you could ever choose for a build order to do what his teammate is known for doing.
And then
like, San is the one that brought this build back, basically, from you know,
the dead.
Yeah, I'm kind of in shock that he chose to do this. There has to be some reasoning behind it. No, you know what? Sometimes people make mistakes, and I think that's what this is. And that Stalker obviously is a big mistake, but that's not why this happened. This was not going to work at all. So, going into a Robo, very oftentimes we see this build follow up into an Immortal push, but normally this build does something. I guess it forced a lot of Lings out of Leenock, which is nice.
Yeah.
But is that enough?
I don't think that's enough, man. I mean, this is bad, dude. Leenock now making the Roach Warren. 2 more gates here. Looks like he might actually just follow us up with another timing.
You think he might just try to do like a Warp Prism in the main base, force field the ramp? Like,
I think that's exactly
like,
what he's
well,
going to try
I'm
to do.
screwed. Let's get a free win.
Yeah, well, I mean, what else can he do? Because sometimes if you get those force fields at the ramp and just start warping stuff in, you could just win.
Yeah, look, he has 3 sentries already, so I think that's exactly what he's going for. Oh boy, it's a lot of gateways. Taste is going to 7 gates. The Warp Prism about to pop out. It still doesn't have gases at his natural. Yeah, may as well get that.
May as well get that guy. Yep. Let's erase that bad memory. Yeah, he's going to get the Immortals out. The other gates are coming up here. I guess this is going to be a really neat timing here. Yeah, warping stuff over there and then probably push the 3rd. I mean, this could just work, guys.
Yeah, it's definitely a possibility that Leenock just straight up dies to this, but because he does have the 3 sentries in there. But Leenock has seen the Warp Prism, or he should have seen it by now.
Yeah.
It did fly within range of various things they had vision of. So, let's see.
No, he's got Lings and Roaches up there.
Does he?
Yep.
Yep.
Right there.
More than enough. This can't really work. Notice how he went down towards the bottom. You can do it from the bottom as well. It's not as powerful because there's multiple hatches down there, but still. Nice attempt. I like that he at least checked to see if he could do that. Nice.
This is so cute.
Phoenix going to go ahead and scout everything out for him. A lot of drones still being made here by Leenock. Going to have quite a nice economy going.
Well, I hope that this push for Hero's sake goes better than it should, because this is a pretty... I mean, this is kind of a poor way to end up where he's at, you know?
Yeah.
A lot of stuff went wrong early.
The
timing attack that you want to do never even got to occur. He tried to do the sentry, force field at the ramp, take out the main strat. That didn't work. Now he's taking the Colossus off 2 base. Zerg going to be very comfortable in this map. Plenty of expansions in the upper right that he can take. Speaking of which, he takes one right now.
Oh, wow. Hero's trying to take his 3rd, so...
Yeah.
I mean, let's see if he can actually end up holding that. We do have actually Swarm Host tech starting for Leenock. Kind of interesting. He's going to be able to send Locust over towards that 3rd really easily.
Yeah.
They're going to get there fast. The creep spread is already up there on the high ground. But, a nice warp in here.
This could work out. In fact, this is going to force a cancel there on that hatch. That's one thing going right for a Hero right now.
For sure. That's really nice.
We don't normally see pro gamers, you know, botch builds so badly like Hero did.
You mean for the opening?
Yeah, for the opening.
Well, yeah, the Stalker got stuck.
But Lings killed the pylon.
Yeah, I would say the very main thing is the fact that he's doing it against Leenock, who's literally his only Korean teammate is San.
Look at there's like minerals on those rocks out there, man. Floating.
Wow. Too bad you can't get there.
Yeah, he's got like a flying drone to mine from that. Okay, so he's going to try to take the third over here. Swarm hosts are already in play. The third base is quite close to the Zerg too, so it makes the Swarm hosts even more effective.
Going to drop these Zealots off, warping in some more as well. Going to be able to do at least some damage in here, taking out some Spine Crawlers, it looks like. Not sure how much he's actually going to get done, but look at this. Oh, all the Roche is being taken out. He is going into Colossus production, getting Blink as well for some mobility.
Chronoing on the Forge here.
Some nice harassment. This is really one of the things that's keeping here in this game. Canceling that base, kind of, you know, doing a little bit of damage to that natural, at least keeping his opponent busy over there for a bit.
And he picks up there again. Okay. As the game goes on, we're at the phase where Leenock's going to get a supply boost here. He's got the drones he needs.
But not the drones he wants.
Yeah, not the drones he wants. T. Now, from here, I mean, the real problem for Hero is he has to actually hold off these Swarm hosts, which could just continue to chip away at his expansion. And it's hard for Hero to actually be offensive against this as well. Because, oh, well, hold on. If he could get this, nope, not quite.
It's kind of funny because there's two paths where the Swarm hosts, if they go down one path, they can't do anything on the other. So there's almost like this little dance going back and forth.
Problem is, with Protoss being able to control the upper right side of the map, I mean, eventually Zerg's just going to take everything. And I'm talking about the long term here because this is Leenock, and we know how his games tend to go.
Yeah, look at him add all these spines and spores right now. We see, you know, Hero getting those 2 Stargates right now. He definitely realizes that there's going to be some tech switches in here. There's going to be some situations in which he needs Phoenixes, possibly might need to go into Tempest later as well.
Yeah.
15 Mutas on the way. That could do some serious damage.
Okay. The Swarm hosts are just going to keep sending out those Locusts. He did take care of that pretty easily. I don't know if he's ever going to be able to kill these Swarm hosts off, though. I mean, they're so close to the third base. You know? He has to basically somehow go over the Locust here. He should be harassing here, but again, I mean, look at the actually the center right side of the map. Zerg just keeps taking stuff.
Yeah, it's really looking
this
so good.
This is actually not hard for Zerg to hold all this stuff off.
No, it's not. He's in a perfect spot.
The main's easy to defend, and the third base, which is closest to the Protoss, he just keeps sending Locusts out there.
And you know what I really like? These 15 Mutas, I don't think he even wants to stay on Muta. But by going 15 Mutas, he's forcing this big committal into Phoenixes. And the Phoenixes aren't going to be that useful against just regular ground-based play, which is going to involve a lot of Swarm hosts, which he's already switching back into. So these Mutas are just like, they're going to do some damage, and they're going to force him to be defensive, and they're going to force him into units that he can't really afford on these 3 bases against the soon-to-be 5 of Leenock.
And now he can actually hop up here with these spines.
Oh,
the third base is going to be a little bit vulnerable, but I don't know if that really matters that much in this case.
He's putting some other crawlers down at that bottom lane as well, just to help zone things out and slow them down so that he can see things coming and eventually stop them.
Well, the Locusts are in such large numbers now. We have 15 Swarm hosts total. And, I mean, what is Protoss going to do? He can't really get out of this spot.
You know, I love that move, by the way, that we just saw with the Mutas. He came in behind the Locust to pick off some extra things as the Locust took all the tanking. Yeah. Look, he's trying to do it again.
Yeah, this is really smart. Now, the Phoenixes are out. That's going to be a problem here. The next step for Leenock is to get some more Corruptors.
Well, this definitely is a little bit of a problem. Is he actually
going to go all the way here?
Yeah, it looks like he does want to push.
Yeah, no.
I feel like if he actually threw down a couple force fields there, because the Spine Crawlers kind of filled in some room for him, maybe he could have broken through. But actually, he just turns around and fights it.
This is pretty bold here. Keep in mind those Immortals not doing really any damage. They're just doing a crab walk there.
I believe he lost his Observer to that Spore Crawler during all this.
I think you're right. I don't see an Observer anywhere.
It looks like he has one, but I don't think it's right here. And oh, God. Losing all of his splash damage, definitely an issue.
Get ready for this next... Okay.
Well, it looks like he wants to just run past here. Mortal's not the fastest.
Yep, Mortal's in terrible condition.
Roach is being made.
Tapping out now would not be shameful. Well, I mean, you're right in the heart of the Zerg space. You really can't kill any important tech or hatches or drones or anything. So, I mean, Zerg units are just going to spawn and kill you. Now, he is doing this. This is something, but keep in mind those Swarm hosts are still sending Locusts towards that expansion.
He's down 100 supply right now, just to put this in perspective. Leenock, you know, he got a pretty good advantage early on by just Hero's Rush doing absolutely zero.
Yeah, well, I mean, this is when you get a lead. This is how to keep it.
Yeah.
This is how to get more ahead, as the great Tosis would say.
Yeah, and he didn't just get more ahead. He got way more ahead, which is something I don't normally tell people to do because it's so hard to do, but he did it very well.
Yes. Hopefully Hero can bring it back here a little bit more in game number 3, or game number 2, excuse me. Because right now, I mean, he just got so outclassed. And I mean, that was a tough spot, too. With Protoss has the bottom left, and Zerg has already got such a lead. He's taken the upper right, uncontested, and their Swarm house going directly to the Protoss's lifeline, that expansion. That's hard.
Well, he's making only Void Rays right now. This is kind of interesting because he's just harassing with Stalkers. I like this change in strategy a lot from Hero.
Yeah, this is a good move.
Yeah, if he switches straight into Sky Toss here, right? There's no Infestors out yet, so he can switch into Sky Toss, and if he just uses his Stalkers, he just denied the 5th base.
Yep.
So it's only a 4-base Leenock, which is still obviously very scary, but...
And a maxed out Leenock.
Yeah, no, I mean, he's still dead, but I really like the thought behind this.
Yeah.
Just go into Mass Voids and kind of hope a little bit and harass with your Stalkers, do what you can. It's smart, because if you try to go back into, like, Colossus base play, it's like, well, no, it's not going to work, you're dead.
Yeah.
But at least this has, like, some oomph behind it that could catch Leenock off guard.
Yeah. It's a good idea. I guess the question is, you know, is this really enough to salvage the situation? You know, and I think the answer is pretty clear. It's just not.
Yeah. Maybe if it was a slightly different situation where he wasn't so far behind, a switch like this would be a very, very cool play. That's why I'm saying it's so interesting. It's like, you don't normally see someone just go into, like, be like, all right, you know, about 12 Stalkers and then just Mass Void Rays. Let's see.
Well, he's going to lose his base and probably not be able to reclaim it for a long time. But he does have a new 3rd base, you know, closer to his main up here.
A lot of mutas are hatching, Tasteless.
Mutt-mutts.
Enough mutt-mutts. Or mutts, as you say.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure they're purebred mutas, Tasteless, but okay. Looks like he's going to be able to take everything out. You know, throwing corruption down on everything. Yeah. We should be seeing a GG pretty quickly here.
Yeah, this is... we are past the twilight of this game. Okay, GG.
Yeah. The sun was coming back up. It was so far past the twilight. Leenock just smashing him that game. But you know what? Hero really messed up his opening strategy, that 4-gate rush after the expand. And also he messed up by choosing that build against Leenock.
Yeah.
The thing is, I think that's a great build for this map. Because, you know, it's a build that packs a lot of punch and can get you into a position where you're ahead and allowed to do something like an Immortal Push to just win. But to do it against this guy who actually, like, lives with San and practices with San all the time, and especially since they're the only 2 Koreans on the team, that must mean they practice together even more.
Yeah.
It's like, well, I mean, this is the one build that shouldn't ever work against him, right? He should be the best in the world at defending this, right? I'm not even going out on a limb here. This seems like pretty basic to me that this would be a thought process, but...
Bad planning there from Hero.
I have to be a little bit critical because Hero is one of, like, the top 3 Protoss in the world.
Yeah. You know, let's see how he does on Frost. And we already know from Leenock's previous game on Frost against the Protoss, this guy can just refuse to die. Like he did against Squirtle, and bring us all the way to one of the most technical endgame PvZs we've casted.
The thing about Leenock is you can never find his final Horcrux.
Yeah. Is that a Harry Potter joke?
Yeah, you're not actually caught up on pop culture tastes. You need to watch Harry Potter movies.
No, man, I'm not.
You need to do it.
Actually, I heard the movies got better and better or something.
They got better and better. Yeah, because they start out as kids' movies, and at the end they're actually really good. Like, the last 2 are really good.
Really?
Yeah. Well, the third last one is not terrible.
Looks like we're going to go into game number 2 now here between Leenock, the endgame master and Hero, top 3 Protoss in the world, to see who's the first to advance today in the round of 16 of the GSL.